name is Andrew Wilson, and the title of my talk was Telemedicine, How Delawareans Can Change the World.
And pulling the speakers right off stage as soon as they wrap up their talk.
Yeah, right back here.
On purpose, yeah. So
can you hear the next speaker in the background?
Nah, it's going to be fine. So tell us how your experience was. How do you feel right now, Drew?
I mean, immediate reflection, and you can't help but look back and try to remember exactly how it went and all the rehearsal that you do ahead of time and all the content and all the research. And so just thinking about, okay, well, I had my moment there. How did it go? Because you're up there and you're looking at the audience and you can kind of gauge, but you're trying to juggle all these things in your head at once that it's hard to have moments of introspection. And so it's, I'm already eager to see the video.
Yeah, that's what's awesome about this. Everything's recorded from 4 different camera angles, so it's pretty good. And maybe not necessarily telemedicine. I think this audience knows about telemedicine, but everyone knows all about the medical field and how technology is empowering new things to become reality. And did you kind of feel that connection that people, nod their heads and you can kind of feel the energy with the crowd?
Oh yeah, especially really 2 main parts. I mean, first is when giving the context of sort of how dire things are. Saw some nodding heads at that one. But then at the same time, getting a little bit more personal when you were talking about the barriers in people's lives, you could see people going, oh yeah, like that happens to me. Like I have a hard time getting my kid to the pediatrician or grandma to the specialist. So it's relatable and it brings it back down into people's lives. So definitely saw some nodding for that.
And Drew, now that you are officially a TEDx speaker alum, you have that on your belt now.
Yeah.
What words of wisdom, what pieces of advice would you give for future TEDx speakers?
Breathe. No, they say again and again, have fun up there. And that's true. That's true. You should have fun up there. What is important for me to recommend really is you see sort of the finished product where people have fun, but there's to as early as possible to master sort of like, if you're a lawyer, we call it the black letter, to think about everything that you're going to say so that you can master all your content so then you don't have to worry about what you're actually going to say when you're up there. And then that gives you a lot more breathing room to have fun with what you're saying sort of on the spot. And so there's a long lead time. I remember the first email I got from Ajit, I was like, why? This thing is not for like months. And it makes sense. It really gets you thinking about it ahead of time.
Yeah, I think the average TEDx speaker is 40 or 50 hours.
Yeah, that's about right.
Meaning some people do 80 or 100, right?
Yeah, well, some of the speakers were just amazing. Like either they're just naturally talented performers, which is entirely possible, and or they just put an inordinate amount of work into it. Because it really showed. I mean, we had some national caliber folks out there.
Yeah, and is that another thing that you're excited about for the rest of the day? And hopefully you can make the dinner, but being able to talk to the rest of the speakers here?
There's a dinner? Oh. That's even better. We have 2 dinners out of this? I'm telling you, this is the best gig ever. So that's good to know. So I'm looking forward to reconnecting with people. And it's a little bit like after final exams and before final exams. Like everybody's sort of coming into the same pressure cooker. And so people are like, oh, how did you prepare? What did you do? Comparing notes that way, which may or may not be helpful. And then after the fact, I think it's going to be able to find the speakers that you can sort of reflect on and reflect with and get some earnest feedback because they came through that pressure cooker too. And, the knee jerk for everyone's going to be like, oh, you did great. And I'm actually like, no, really, like, this is, I'm young, millennial, hopefully many of these ahead of me or things like this. And so hopefully there's always room to do better.